believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until the killing of black men, black mothers' sons is as important as the killing of white men and white mothers' sons. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. The older I get, the better I know that the secret of my going on is when the reins are in the hands of the young who dare to run against the storm. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. Not needing to clutch for power, not needing the light just to shine on me. I need to be one in the number as we stand against tyranny. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. Struggling myself don't mean a whole lot. I've come to realize that teaching others to stand up and fight is the only way my struggle survives. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. I'm a woman who speaks in a voice, and I must be heard. At times I can be quite difficult. I'll bow to no man's words. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. You believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. We who believe in freedom we cannot rest. We cannot rest. We who believe in freedom we cannot rest. We cannot rest. We who believe in freedom we cannot rest. We cannot rest. We who believe in freedom we cannot rest. We will not rest. We who believe in freedom we cannot rest. We will not rest. We who believe in freedom we cannot rest. We will not rest. We who believe in freedom we cannot rest. We will not rest. We who believe in freedom we cannot rest. We will not rest. We who believe in freedom cannot 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 rest until it comes. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Unitarian Universalist Church West on this lovely snowy Sunday in Brookfield, Wisconsin. We come together today from many places, some here in our sanctuary, others in their living rooms and kitchens, some in coffee shops, some even in their cars. To all of you online, while we can't see you, we all appreciate you being with us. And if you are online today, please reach out to us with email at visitor@uucw.org just to say hi, send questions, concerns, or love. Reverend Sean Neil Barron wrote these words of acknowledgement modified for our particular place. We gather together as a community of seekers to honor the interdependence of life, to respect the dignity of all, and to honor the land we walk humbly upon. Friends, let us acknowledge that we walk upon the traditional territories included at various times by the native peoples of the Seven Council Fires, Ho-Chunk, Kickapoo, Potawatomi, Menominee, Peoria, and Miami nations, the original nations of this land, who continue to cry out for justice and self-determination. We are blessed with space and opportunity to strive to live out our common principles, to bring justice, equity, and compassion into our daily lives, to resist all that threatens the earth and her people, committing ourselves to becoming an anti-racist faith community dedicated to equity, racial justice, and right relations. Let our dream of a work of community of peace, liberty, and justice for all carry us forward. My name is Stephen White, and I serve on UUCW's Board of Trustees. I'm so pleased to be here in community with you all this morning, with each of you who also choose to make being together a priority, especially on a day like this. It matters that we make this choice over and over each week. Your presence improves the experience for others, just as their presence does for you. Today is a multi-generational service. There will be no RE classes, and children and youth are invited to stay in the sanctuary for our service. Our nursery is open, and the exploration table is available for anyone who needs to learn with their hands as well as their ears. And Why Are You will meet this morning at 11:30. There are many ways to be more engaged with our congregation. I'd like to highlight a couple of activities printed in the lengthy order of service for today. Oh, it's right here. If you look at number 6, we're changing our security policy for the doors in the church. They're going to be locked 10 minutes after the start of Sunday services and events. Just keep that in mind. Each of us should have a code. If you don't, make sure and see somebody either from the front office or on the board, and we can make those arrangements for you. Also, number 13, you're invited to the next set of UUCW orientation sessions. Newcomers and longtime visitors are welcome to join Jill Braithwaite, Dave Cicero, and membership team members for a 2-part UU orientation class held on Wednesdays, April 23rd and 30th from 9:30 a.m. to noon. For more info, you can contact Ann Deal. Her address is here in the, yes, Ann?
The time on that actually, Steve, is 6:30 p.m. to 9.
That's much different, thank you. So, duly noted. So now let's settle and center ourselves as we enter into this time of attending to matters of worth.
Good morning. My name is Tom Levi, and I'm a member of the Anti-Racism Transition Team here at UUCW. In October 2020, this congregation voted to support the addition of the 8th principle to the then UUA principles, calling for, and I quote, "journeying toward spiritual wholeness by working to build a diverse, multicultural, beloved community. By our actions, that accountable, dismantling racism and other oppression in ourselves and our institutions." That vote was included in the continued commitment made on January 2016 to support Black Lives Matter. By engaging in an ongoing examination and dismantling of white supremacy culture within our congregation and the goal of becoming a more inclusive and welcoming congregation. In response to this, the Anti-Racism Transformation Team, ARTT, was formed in February 2021 by UUCW's Board of Trustees. It later became a permanent standing committee in 2024. The mission of the UUCW Anti-Racism Transition Committee is to assess in the congregation practices and structures and provide recommendations to the UUC board with the purpose of building an intentionally anti-racist community, one that is more inclusive, equitable, and diverse. ARTT's work is influenced by our congregational mission, and I quote, "Grounded in love, UUCW is a joyful community, committed to spiritual growth, inclusion, and justice. We also are inspired by our shared values centered around love." Today's call to worship is opened with a poem by the name of River Call by Manish K. Mizra Marzetti. Between rocking the boat and sitting down, between stirring things up and peaceably going along, we find ourselves here in community, each called from many different journeys, many different paths onto this river road. Some are here because the rocking of the boat has been too much tumult, too much uncertainty, too much pain. Some are here with questions about where the boat is going, how best to steer it, where the journey ends. Others are here as lovers of the journey, lovers of life itself. Here, in front, beside, and behind, each a passenger, each a captain, doing the best we can. Rest here in your boat with me, the river calls. Listen to how I flow, the sound of life coursing all around you. Let there be current to hold you. Let there be current to guide you. The river that gently flows through your soul whispers, "Come, let us worship." And to start off that worship, I would ask that you turn to your sing book, the Teal book, and please join in with Kaleidoscope in singing "We Are Building a New Way," hymn number 1017, on page 1017.
We are building are building a new way. We are building a new way, feeling stronger every day. We are building a new way.
Morning. How good it is to gather together for this service this morning, lovingly created for us by our Anti-Racism Transformation Committee. And now, as Unitarian Universalist congregations all over the world do on Sunday mornings, we will light our chalice. I invite Stephen to light it, and I invite us all to read together our chalice lighting words, which are printed in your order of service. Spirit of life and love, there is so much work to do. We have only begun to imagine justice and mercy. Help us hold fast to our vision of what can be. May we see the hope in our history and find the courage and the voice to work for that constant rebirth of freedom and justice. That is our dream.
Today's guided meditation practices are different from what we typically do. We will be reading meditations from various sources. After the reading, we will ask some reflection questions. We will then instruct you when to turn and talk to a person or persons near you. You will not have to get up or move seats. If you are participating online and no one is with you, use that time to reflect to yourself, possibly recording your thoughts in writing. We will ring a chime to bring us back from the conversation. We recognize that some may experience discomfort or have a trigger response. Please provide the self-care that you need during this time. Maybe change your location, offer yourself grace or forgiveness, or offer somebody else grace or forgiveness. Pass on an opportunity to talk. Please also be aware that racist thoughts may arise during the meditation. These are simply thoughts and do not need to be judged critically. You may acknowledge that they are there, but we are asking you not to speak them out loud during the sharing time. This first meditation is adapted from the book, My Grandmother's Hands, by Resmaa Menakem. Please close your eyes or soften your gaze and take a few deep breaths. Imagine that you are invited to an event by a classmate or coworker. When you arrive a bit late, you discover that you are one of over 300 other guests. As you stand in the doorway, you look at the people in the room. You are the only person of your race. Everyone else is a different race. Stop. Notice. What are you experiencing in your body? What thoughts are going through your head? You feel a hand touch your shoulder. You turn and see an unfamiliar person smiling at you. They say, laughing a bit, "Go on in, we don't bite." Pause for a moment. What do you notice in your body right now? What are you feeling? Now please turn and talk to a person or persons near you about what you are noticing and feeling.
Good morning. My name is Dave Cicero. I'm Director of Lifespan Religious Education here at UUCW. If anyone would like to come closer to sit on the blanket and the cushions up here to get a better view of some of the pictures that go with our story today, please, you're more than welcome to come forward. My pronouns are he and him, and I have a few helpers to read our story today. Along with me are Gwen and Desmond and George and Cadence. Great to see you. So today's service is about diversity and inclusion and equity. Now, diversity means we all have different identities or ways to describe who we are. Inclusion is not leaving anybody out, so that our community is as strong and as fun as it can be. Equity is making sure everyone has the same opportunity to be their best self. Our story today is from a great book called Intersection Allies. We Make Room for All. Now, intersection is where the different identities come together. We all have more than one, most likely. When others can count on us to stand up for what's right and fair, we become allies. So Intersection Allies was written by Chelsea Johnson, LaToya Council, and Carolyn Choi. It was illustrated by Ashley Sile Smith. We thank Dotier Press and the creators for permission to share this book with you today. Please go to dotierpress.com or your favorite bookstore to order your own copy. Witness the lives of a bold group of friends. If one is in need, another defends. Age is one trait that these friends each share, but kids' lives are unique, as you'll soon be aware. Each child has a story and their own point of view, filled with passion and power, just like you.
My name is Alexandra, but I go by Allie. I use a chair, but it doesn't define me. Instead, it allows me to go zip, glide, and play. When I need to get through, friends help make a way.
And this part you all can help read. Where there's room for some, we make room for all. Friends can be allies, no matter how small.
Hello, I'm Parker. After school every day, Allie's family takes care of us both while we play. My mom works hard to provide me. Her love is a totality. Not toys or money, not treasures untold. Community care is more precious than gold.
Skirts and frills are cute, I suppose, but my superhero cape is more Kate than those bows. Some may be confused that a kid like me can wear what I want and be proud and carefree. My friends defend my choices and place. A bathroom, like all rooms, should be a safe place.
My name is Adela, and just like Kate, I wear inspires endless debate. Some give, some chant, some sing, some play. My head drop, my choice. You can choose your own way. The clothes I wear never justify hate. Hatred clothes can be playful, simple, or scared. Sacred. Covered, honored, or with casual flair. My body, my own, I dress it with care.
My name is Nia, and with what's on the news, it's easy to be frightened or sing the blues. For her, for them, for him, and for me. We all deserve to breathe and to be free. The color of our skin is no reason to hide. We protest for safety, equality, and pride. Our friends join along in solidarity and love. This is the stuff that allies are made of.
Safety also includes our trees and air, the land we've called home, our places of prayer. I'm Dakota, and like my ancestors, my tribe and I are water protectors. From profit and power, we stand up to preserve our nations, our cultures, and respect we deserve.
My name is Yuri, and I'm new to this place. My family welcomed me with love and grace. Finding refuge, I meant to travel far from home. I sailed, I flew, I rode, and I roamed, escaping violence, war, heartache, and intrusion. We came from the station seeking dreams and inclusion. From near, from far, from here, from there, we're more than origins. We all deserve care.
Race, religion, citizenship, class, and ability. Each of these intersects to form identity. Age, gender, size, and skin color, too, can make living life different for a friend than for you. Barriers and biases are often to blame. We strive to be equal, but not all the same. Life's ups and downs can take many forms, but standing together will rewrite the norms. And everybody? Where there's room for some, we make room for all. Friends can be allies, no matter how small. The end. And Kaleidoscope will now lead us in singing We Shall Be Known. The words are in the order of service. Please rise in body and or spirit.
And we'll plan to sing it through 3 times, so if you're not already familiar with it, you'll get a chance to hear it, and then we'll sing it together through twice. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these lives. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these lives. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these lives. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love.
A New National Anthem by Ada Limon. The truth is, I've never cared for the national anthem. If you think about it, it's not a good song. Too high for most of us with the rocket's red glare. And then there are the bombs. Always, always, there are war and bombs. Once, I sang it at a homecoming and threw even the tenacious high school band off key. But the song didn't mean anything, just a call to the field, something to get through before the pummeling of youth. And what of the stanzas? We never sing the third that mentions no refuge could save the hireling and the slave. Perhaps. The truth is, every song in this country has an unsung third stanza. Something brutal snaking underneath us as we blindly sing the high notes, with a beer sloshing in the stands, hoping our team wins. Don't get me wrong, I do like the flag. How it undulates in the wind like water, elemental, and best when it's humbled, brought to its knees, clung to by someone who has lost everything. When it's not a weapon, when it flickers, when it folds up so perfectly, you can keep it until it's needed, until you can love it again, until the song in your mouth feels like sustenance. A song where the notes are sung by even the ageless woods, the short grass plains, the Red River Gorge, the fistful of land left unpoisoned. That song that's our birthright, that's sung in silence when it's too hard to go on, that sounds like someone's rough fingers weaving into another's, that sounds like a match being lit in an endless cave, the song that says, my bones are your bones, and your bones are my bones. And isn't that enough?
Recently, the goals and values of diversity, equity, and inclusion have been under attack. The Joint Chief, a general who led our military, was fired because he is black. The admiral that led our Navy was fired because she is a woman. When people are fired because of their race or gender, that is a form of oppression. How would it feel to be fired because of the color of your skin or your gender? As a faith community committed to justice and inclusion, we seek a world where all people flourish. To build that world, we must let ourselves dream together and imagine that world together. In our next meditation, let's focus on transformation, hope, and radical change. I will lead you in a guided visualization adapted from the UU Wellspring Love at the Center curriculum. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Imagine a world where equity is truly valued and positive transformation is happening all around us. Picture yourself walking through this future world. What do you see? What do you hear? How do people interact with one another? As you move through this vision, how does it feel to be part of this transformed society? What emotions rise within you? Is there a particular image, idea, or change that feels especially inspiring? Hold on to that feeling as you open your eyes. Reflect silently on what stood out most in your vision. What is the particular idea that you found especially inspiring or most exciting? Turn and share the idea. Please rise and body your spirit and join us in singing along with a Kaleidoscope hymn number 1020, Woyaya.
We are going, heaven knows where we are going, but we know
Split the Plate program is one of outreach and generosity. Each month, we give half of all undesignated offerings to our nonprofit organization to help us live our Unitarian Universalist values and serve our community. Our partner for March is Black Lives of Unitarian Universalism. Blue is dedicated to the spiritual and justice needs of Black Unitarian Universalists, seeking to foster a community where Black lives are respected, celebrated, and empowered. This group plays a crucial role within the broader Unitarian Universalist faith, advocating for systematic change and promoting racial justice. By centering Black voices and experiences, Blue challenges traditional structures and inspires transformative action. Blue was suggested by the UUCW Anti-Racism Transformation Committee. Please watch this short video to learn more about Blue.
Black Lives of Unitarian Universalism, or BLUE for short, is an inclusive spiritual community for Black people. We are unapologetically Black, unapologetically spiritual, and unapologetically liberated. Unitarian Universalism invites us to honor many spiritual lineages, traditions, and practices, while grounding in our shared commitment to seek justice and curiosity in this life. While Blue is a Unitarian Universalist community, we invite Black folks who aren't Unitarian Universalists to be part of our Blue spaces as well. Blue started in 2015 when a small group of Black Unitarian Universalists met at the Movement for Black Lives convening in Cleveland, Ohio. Since then, we've created a thriving community where people can worship together, learn more about justice and organizing, and enjoy getting to know other Black folks who care about the spiritual call to collective liberation. We center queer and trans people in our staff leadership and in our programming. We honor our elders and appreciate the wisdom of our youth. We have meaningful gatherings virtually and in person. During our worship spaces, we often say, "Welcome home." That's because we mean it. We're Blue. Nice to meet you.
If you are participating virtually, please go to the UUCW website's Donate tab and select Split the Plate from the menu provided. Or you can text or mail your donation today using the information found here. Today, I thank you for your generosity to Blue and to UUCW. We will now graciously accept your offering.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we see, no, I won't be afraid, no, I won't be afraid, just as long as you stand by me.
Thank you so much, Kaleidoscope. Please join me in reading the offering words as listed in the order of service. To the work of this community, which is to ground ourselves in love and joy, and to act for inclusion and justice, we dedicate ourselves, and these are offerings. Becoming anti-racist is a never-ending personal journey. Reverend Marilyn Miller shared this graphic on the cover of the Order of Service with members of Black Lives Wisconsin UUs during a Going Deeper workshop. For our viewers online, please click on the Order of Service button on Livestream page to view the document. We ask that each of you take this home and spend some time to reflect about the statements in this graphic. There are no right, wrong, bad, or good answers to where you see yourself on this continuum. Today, art is just planting a seed.
This morning, we've set aside time to reflect together on the values that guide us in building the beloved community we dream of. We've breathed together and sung together, and we've reflected and shared with one another and imagined together. And we've learned from our awesome kids that where there's room for some, we make room for all. Friends can be allies no matter how small, and we are grateful for them teaching us about that. Together, we are learning to sing the song, quote, that is our birthright, as the poet says. The song that sounds like a match being lit in an endless cave. The song that says that my bones are your bones, and your bones are my bones, and isn't that enough? We are learning together to sing a song of transformation, beginning right where we are and moving toward where we want to go and who we want to become, both as individuals and as a community. And when we join our voices together in song, we become strong for this journey. With our strength, our joy, and our love, we can help create a world of justice, equity, and inclusion. And we have coming up soon a wonderful opportunity to nourish ourselves on this road with the Building a Culture of Inclusion dialogues. These are being facilitated by National Unitarian Universalist leader Paula Cole-Jones, specifically for UUCW, and you are warmly invited. These will take place on March 31st, April 7th, and April 10th. Members of the Anti-Racism Transformation Committee will be at a table in the community room after the service to answer your questions and help you get signed up. Now let's rise in body and or spirit, and we'll sing together hymn number 1028, Fire of Commitment.
When
dreams, a beautiful vision, comes a new prophetic voice. Which demands a deeper justice, built by our courageous choice. When the fire of commitment sets our mind and soul ablaze, when our hunger and our passion meet to call our son away, when we live with deep assurance of the flame that burns within, and our promise finds fulfillment and our future can begin.
Please be seated for our closing words. Prayer for While in the Struggle by Reverend Margalie Belizaire. Spirit of light and love, spirit of resistance, spirit of generosity, that which serves as our conscience in this work that we do to dismantle white supremacy, to empower the marginalized, to insist that Black lives matter.
We have been angered. We have been saddened. We have been pushed to the brink once more.
We are also inspired and seem resolved to do better this time, to not simply to get to the other side of this moment, but to get there morally healthier, to get a safer space for Black bodies.
Spirit, help us to understand that we each have a role in justice work, for our liberations are tied to one another's. Give us the clarity of mind to know what our individual part is in the struggle, that there are many ways to protest injustice. Help us to find our way and commit to it.
Spirits, we ask for guidance. Send us strength and endurance. Help us to give our all to this and hold nothing back, for precious lives depend on it.
We will be imperfect. Rest assured that we will mess up over and over again, and we must do it anyway.
May we summon the courage to tear down this system of injustice and get busy creating a world community with justice for all. May it be so.
All right, we're reprising Ella's song, so sing along with the choruses, and we're going to do that call and response again.
cannot rest until it comes. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest until the killing of black men, black mother sons, is as important as the killing of white men, white mother sons. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. The older I get, the better I know that the secret of my going on is when the reins are in the hand of the young who dare to run against the storm. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. Not needing to clutch for power, not needing the light just to shine on me. I need to be one in the number as we stand against tyranny. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. Struggling myself don't mean a whole lot. I've come to realize that teaching others to stand up and fight is the only way my struggle survives. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. Let's hear ya. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. I'm a woman who speaks in a voice, and I must be heard. At times I can be quite difficult. I'll bow to no man's word. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. All right, get ready. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We cannot rest. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. We who believe in freedom we cannot rest. We who believe in freedom 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 cannot rest until it
Thank you, everybody.